So, hello and welcome everyone to the fifth episode of the Mountain Mindset Show. And today we have a very wonderful guest. We have a very powerful person with us. We have Ayushi Mathur who's joining us in just a minute. Hi. Oh, hello. Hi.
Hi, how are you?
I am good. How are you?
I'm good as well. Thank you. Thank you for hosting me here.
Thanks for accepting invite and thanks for being here. It's such a pleasure to host you. And I was just telling everyone, just a bit of introduction about you. So Ayushi is an entrepreneur and she's an NLP coach. She's an ICF Certified Life Coach. And also, she's a passionate content creator. And I personally love your content so much. And that's a bit of a formal introduction. But there's one thing that I would like to share with you and everyone. Exactly 1 year from now, when I was thinking to start my content creation journey, when I was thinking to start my own YouTube channel, there were two girls particularly who inspired me to be confident on camera. And those two people were Drishti Sharma and you, Ayushi. So you have unknowingly just helped me so much from so distant place. You are doing such a wonderful job and I'm so grateful for you. And I very
One. That means a lot. That means a lot. Thank you so much.
Praise the Lord. Coming from that place, talking to you today, it's a great pleasure for me. So, how are you? How are you? Great.
I'm good. Lots going on in my life. That's why I'm just right now. I took this opportunity to just sit back, just be. I mean, it did not get ready for it. I hope that's okay. And yeah, I'm looking forward.
So good.
I'm looking forward to this conversation.
Same here. And so, Ayushi, to start off the conversation, the first question which I asked everyone is, how did you come to become a confidence coach? Why did you think of becoming a confidence coach? How did this journey begin? You could just take us back in your journey.
So there is something that I've shared before also. And the thing is, I have always been a confident person growing up because of the environment I grew up in and my family. They've always kind of praised me for everything I did and put the faith in me. But in my early 20s and my teens, mainly early 20s, what happened was I of course, went out of the house and surrounded myself with certain people who made me doubt myself in every step, everything I did, who I spoke to, how I spoke, what I worked on, what I wore, everything, was questioned. And because of that, my self-esteem really dropped. It just became, it was my rock bottom. I was so anxious all the time. I was not at all confident. I was doubting myself all the time, that why would people want to talk to me? Why would, if any room I would walk into, like any social gathering, I would always compare myself with the other people, not in a direct comparison manner, but I would always think that, why would they want to hang out with me? Like, what do I bring to the table? And that was such a low for me that when I finally realized that this was happening because of other people telling me negative stuff and really, discouraging me all the time, that's when I realized that, I need to take my power back. And then that's what I started doing. I started working on myself, started working on a lot of self-love, a lot of self-work. And then when I built the confidence and happiness back, that's when it felt even more stronger. I didn't take it for granted. It's not something I had since childhood. It's something I've built again. And that feeling was so good that all I could think about was, I wish other people, other women could feel this way. They could feel how happy it feels to put yourself as priority. And that's why I decided to get into coaching.
Wonderful. And I would just like to take this opportunity to tell you that message is coming across. And I am a testimony to that. I have seen your journey, and just by seeing your content, how beautifully you create your content, comfortable in your skin, that is what made me come across camera. Earlier, college maybe I was doing so many stage things, but after college, there was a certain time break in my career when I was not doing any social activities. I was not doing any camera thing. Like social activity is bilkul perform thi. But then when I met my mentor and there was this coaching thing which started, and I thought like, why would I come on camera? Why would anyone listen to me? I don't look good enough and all these things. So I can totally relate to this. And so
I'm so glad you got over that and you're creating such beautiful content and whole fans lives and conversations.
Right. So Ayushi, in this whole journey, you must have met so many people. What is that root cause कि जहाँ से ये self doubt start होता है या जहाँ से when people don't feel confident about themselves? There are many causes, but if we break it down, वो एक root cause, what do you think that is?
Basically, so start कहाँ से होता है, that can vary in people, right? कुछ लोगों का start होता है because they failed a few times. कुछ लोगों का start होता है क्योंकि उनके आसपास के लोग उन्हें नेगेटिव चीजें बोल रहे हैं उनके बारे में. Lots of different reasons, but root cause सबका एक ही होता है कि what we have internalized. जो story हम अपने आप को बार बार बोलते रहते हैं ना, that like something you just said that I know that it was when you were deciding to be on camera, you were telling yourself that, oh, I'm not that pretty. Why would people want to listen to it? This is a story we keep telling ourselves. कि मैं तो ऐसी नहीं. Why would someone listen to me? And that the more we tell ourselves that, the more we doubt ourselves. So at the end of the day, everything comes down to what we say to ourselves and how we talk about ourselves to ourselves and to other people. So that's where the lack of confidence is like collected in your body.
And I think wherever we talk about confidence, a lot of times it is perceived as we are talking only about professional confidence. Like आपको एक boardroom meeting में, professional meeting में you have to be confident. But I feel like confidence का उतना ही role आपके personal life में भी है. Like if you are not confident, you won't be able to stand up in your relationships, even at your home. What's your take?
Absolutely. Confidence is something that is the fuel for moving forward, right? You want to start a new business, you want to take up a new class or hobby or go to the gym or tell somebody not to do something, anything, you name it. You name an activity that you haven't done before and you want to start doing, you need that confidence. And even if you're not 100% confident, you at least have to have that ounce of faith in yourself or that positive self-talk, which we categorize under confidence. So it's needed for everything, not just an interview or like presentation.
Even for personal conversation, that is needed. Yeah. Okay. So next, what I want to ask you is, we are talking a lot about confidence, but I think there is a line between confidence and overconfidence and getting bullied by those overconfident people. Can you just talk about a little about that? How to differentiate this thing? क्योंकि there are बहुत सारे होते हैं confident, कुछ लोग तो है जो basic confidence के level से नीचे बात कर रहे हैं, कुछ है जो confidence से ऊपर से लोग आते हैं, है ना? So how to create that balance या how to identify कि वो balance क्या है confidence? Like what is the right amount of confidence that we need to carry with our thing?
Honestly, I don't like using the term overconfidence because it's a cultural thing that we have all become used to. बचपन में बहुत बार हम सबको बताया जाता है कि अगर if you are bold and standing up for yourself, people would say ज़्यादा overconfident नहीं हो रही. People would say that in a very very नहीं. आपको भी याद होगा अपनी लाइफ में बहुत लोग ऐसा बोलते हैं इतना overconfident भी मत हो. People use it in a very negative way, but that's why I don't like to use the term. But overconfidence is better than underconfidence any day for yourself. And second, जिन लोगों की आप बात कर रहे हैं, that people who operate from a place where they would show someone else down or be rude to other people because they're naming it confidence, that's not confidence, that is ego and insecurity. Anyone who needs to show other people down to feel good about themselves, they are the most insecure people. Because at the end of the day, if I'm secure about myself, why would I feel jealous of your growth or your confidence or your happiness, right? I would actually cheer for you. But only if I'm insecure, I'm unhappy in my life, that's when I'll be like, oh, I'm so down, let me bring that person down also. So that's the only difference.
Also, okay. So, okay, got it. Absolutely. So, एक balance होना बहुत जरूरी है. And as you said, overconfidence is what at times, if we identify कि वो confidence ही है, it's not getting to that over level, right?
So, yeah, I would like very over confidence की जगह उसे blind confidence बोल सकते हैं हम, where you know you don't have the skill, you need to work on yourself, but you're still going ahead. कई बार we set ourselves up for failure क्योंकि हम एक इतना बड़ा goal या target बना लेते हैं without having the right tools or the right skill for it. That's blind confidence. So we have to kind of assess our situation also, audit our life कि मेरे पास क्या है और मैं क्या capability है मेरी.
Right. Absolutely. I think this will only come when a person is aware of their own thing. Like if they are aware of their true nature, they are aware what they want to do. उनका core alignment सही है कि नहीं. If they are aware of it in that moment, if they are conscious of what they are doing, then only this alignment will come, right?
Absolutely.
So if a person is facing some situation जहाँ पे वो confident नहीं है, right? For example, if I look back at myself a year from now, a year from today, I was not confident to come on camera. It's uncomfortable situation. So, what is that one thing that you would suggest to that person? He start doing this one thing from tomorrow, so as to increase the confidence slightly every day, or even before doing that, what should be that mindset कि आपको उस confidence की तरफ work करने पे? Then we'll come to that.
I'll tell you two things. One is mindset and one is physical thing that you can do. Mindset is where just start catching yourself saying negative things to yourself. पहले आप identify करना शुरू करें कि कब और कितनी बार आप अपने आप को अपने बारे में negative चीजें बोल रहे हैं. Right? When you start catching yourself, you realize, oh my God, I say so many negative things to myself about myself that you will slowly start replacing it with something neutral or positive. By neutral, I mean that, okay, I understand my language is not that strong, but I can improve it. That's a neutral thing. Positive, though, obviously, there are so many things you can say. So the first thing you can change is your self-talk, how you speak about yourself. And in order to build that confidence in any area of your life, I know it's going to sound like it's going to hit hard, but a very simple thing that builds confidence is training, like physical training. So if you're lifting weights, you're doing resistance training every day or very regularly, oh man, it builds some next level of confidence. You become so happy in your own skin. You become so like you can face the world because you feel physically strong also, right? And a lot of our confidence comes from how we physically feel.
Right. And somehow when you start resistance training, I think your whole body language shifts. The way you warm, the way you shifts.
Yeah, you start standing tall anyway, right? Because if you're lifting weights, your posture becomes right. And that is number one sign of standing straight and tall.
Absolutely. That's such a great thing. And I'm been observant to this because I've done that in my life. And I've seen you doing it so wonderfully that whenever especially women, when we start resistance training, something shifts inside at a whole different level. कुछ तो अंदर बहुत ज़्यादा change होता है. Right? सिर्फ उस बात का क्लियर हो जाती है. You start showing up for yourself. Right? And one of the things how much play is of the mind in building confidence. जिससे हम सेल्फ टॉक की बहुत सारी बात करेंगे. तो क्या एक्चुअल में हमारे पास कॉन्फिडेंस की कमी होती है या फिर ये इंक्रीज इट बिकॉज ऑफ आवर नेगेटिव सेल्फ टॉक या जो इनर क्रिटिक हमारा घर चला जाता है. हाउ मच इज अ बिल्डअप सिचुएशन, व्हाट इज द रियलिटी सिचुएशन. What is that?
You kind of answered it on your own. Because this is something I keep saying to all my coaching clients also, that life is not as complicated as we make it. Life बहुत simple है, but उसको अपने दिमाग में इतना बड़ा चढ़ा देते हैं that it looks and seems much worse than it is. So a lot of it is, of course, I understand that lack of confidence can be because of the environment and because of the past experiences, but we have the power within ourselves to actually change that. And the day we can remember that I can change this state of mind, that's the best thing you can do for yourself. And then you will start moving towards positive confidence.
Wonderful. That's so true. And even if you can start understanding this one thing, that we have the power to change their mind, that जो हमें interview में सीखता है, that you can actually physically change your brain, how it is working, what connections कैसे बन रहे हैं brain में, you can actually change that. And हम सारी चीजें change कर लेते हैं अपने आसपास की भी, we change our dresses and everything, but we never sit down and change our thoughts, right? So just to wrap this problem, and I think there are so many things that we can talk through, but I know your time is also restricted. So what is that one thing that you would suggest to anyone who's dealing with anything around confidence, or who's dealing with anything in self-esteem, whether professionally or personally? What is that thing that you would just like to say?
You mentioned it earlier. It's called self-awareness, right? What happens is, whether it's professionally or in personal life, we go through all these things, but we try to distract ourselves all the time. To feel better, we would eat something or watch something on Netflix or meet friends or go out or do those things, but we never sit just with ourselves. So just sit with yourself and identify where it's coming from, right? Get the self-awareness. One of the first things I learned when I started training to be a coach was this quote. And it said, if I'm sufficiently self-aware, I will self-correct. And that's what life is, right? I just got to be self-aware in order to be a better person.
Great. And even you just show is such a talent that if this rise within, it was this climb within to rise outside. So if you have to do anything in the external world, you have to just first be self-aware, just to look inside yourself, and every answer can come from there. But there also I think in today's time, because no one else is teaching us how to make home. कोई बता नहीं रहा, स्कूल में कोई नहीं बता रहे, कॉलेज में कोई नहीं बता रहे. There comes the part of coaches like you who can just nudge us in the right direction. क्या क्वेश्चन पूछने हैं, कहाँ से शुरुआत करनी है, कहाँ लेके जाना है. So if anyone is going through any such situation and want to come out of that, I would definitely ask you people to go and check out Anshi's channel, who's doing a wonderful work. It's a great YouTube channel, and congratulations, Ayushi, for this Ghost Talk. It was so thrilling. It was so wonderful. Every sentence down out of your mouth, it was so great.
It means a lot.
Thanks a lot for your time. I know you are so super occupied, but thanks a lot for taking your time and for one of the thing conversation.
Yeah, absolutely. Looking forward to more in the future.
Sure, yeah, absolutely. There are a lot of topics that we have to talk about. You are an NLP practitioner, and we have not touched that topic in today's conversation at all. So we'll definitely. Okay, there is a question. Do you want to take that? Someone asked me how to motivate. Okay, that's an interesting question.
This is the question I get This is the most common question: how to stay motivated all the time. And the same answer I give when I've made videos on this also. Don't wait for motivation. Motivation does not come first. What comes first is action. If you start doing something, you're going to get the motivation. So which is why if you want to do something, break it down into very small 2 to 3 minute tasks. And once you've done those 2-3 minutes, you're not going to stop. You're going to continue going because now that you've started. So the starting is the hard part. So even if you're not motivated, get started.
Get started, motivation will come along. Yeah, then wanted to be in the pool. So thanks a lot, Ayushi. And thanks a lot, everyone. Doing well. And have a great time. Have a great evening. And as I ought, keep learning, keep going. Namaste.
Bye.